So, according to K.C. Johnson of NBC Sports, on an episode of the Bulls Talk podcast, Jason Goff and K.C. Johnson discussed Lonzo Ball's knee injury and what could happen with it this season. K.C. Johnson said, "It's a fluid situation. The last two times I've checked on him, I've heard more positive than negative. I'm not saying that means he's out there opening night. I'm not saying he's playing all 82. What I'm saying is the skepticism that was earlier in the offseason has moved a little bit towards the optimism side." And I think that was a good quote because, man, guys, we just want Lonzo. And Lonzo has only been able to play in 65% of the games so far in his first 5 seasons in the NBA. That blows my mind, okay? And we all know what Lonzo has become a better three-point shooter. He's one of the better point of attacks, perimeter defenders in the league, okay? And I truly believe that this is a situation where I honestly want to say that if Lonzo can stay healthy, I think Lonzo is easily a top 15, arguably a top 10 point guard in the NBA. And it sucks that every time he starts to get cooking, it seems like he gets hurt. And I think at this point, and also the comparisons to Jason Kidd is he could really be the Jason Kidd of our generation if he could stay healthy. That's the big if. He has never been able to stay healthy. And that's why I think a lot of us as NBA fans just kind of are upset because we haven't really been able to see the full version of Lonzo Ball on display so far in his career because he's struggled with injuries so far so consistently. And it's quite upsetting because, you know, this is something that I think everyone would agree that we would love to see Lonzo Ball be a part of this, you know, part of the league regularly. And it just feels like every year by the end of it, we know Lonzo's gone. And that's the upsetting part. I just wish we got to see more of Lonzo. And if he can stay healthy, you got Lonzo, you got Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, you know, Nikola Vucevic, Patrick Williams, who drafted Dalen Terry as an insurance policy, brought in Andre Drummond for some defense. Okay, there's a lot of talent on this roster that I think people need to remind themselves of because I think this is a team that people are just forgetting. And I want them to, you know that that's a mistake they're making. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Am I being stupid for thinking this, or would you guys agree with me on this? I think what needs to be done is figuring out how to do we bring him on slowly? Okay, what's the best way to go about it? I think is the most important. So I want to hear your opinions down below. With this current roster, what do you think of this team? And how much does Lonzo need to play? Because you still have Caruso there. You brought in Goran Dragic. So you have depth. And also, we already mentioned it, Dalen Terry. So I think that's another thing. We need to limit Lonzo Ball and not put him in any situation where he's going to be jeopardizing himself and getting injured. Okay, I think that's the least of what needs to be done. Now, for me, the other thing that I think people are going to probably overlook is, look, I love LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Vooch, Ball, and Patrick Williams. That 5 is awesome. Then you go, okay, that's your 5 right there. Then you still have Caruso, Kobe White, Drummond, Dalen Terry, Goran Dragic, okay, Derek Jones. That's when you hit Derek Jones, Tony Bradley, and Javonte Green. You're off the bench 8 guys deep. And I didn't even mention DeSumo. That's 9. I think that's kind of where we'll leave it at, DeSumo. So you're 9 deep because DeSumo is going to have a bigger role this year. And for me, I just think I'm just surprised always by how easily teams kind of just, like, they don't need to basically make him play a shit ton of minutes. Play him like 20, 25 minutes a night to start the season. And then if you want to play him more, play him more. I just feel like we're doing a disservice by playing him so much because we're setting him up to potentially get injured again. That's just my take right here. And that's where I want to hear your guys' side. What do you think? But that's basically it. I hope you guys do have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Peace. Oh.